You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Well, hello there, crafty friends. It's Holly with Melody Lane Inspired, and we have a new update to Design Space. Now, this is rolling out in live, and this is now multi-warp. So the warp is getting more warpier. More warpier? The warp is warping more. Previously, it was only available to warp single layer text, but Cricut has updated their warp, and now we can warp basically everything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what you can do with the warping. Now, like the previous warp, this is an Access exclusive perk. So let's go ahead and take a dive in and see what it looks like when you use the warp on some different things. Now, when I seen we had warp available, I knew one of the first things I wanted to try was banners, because so many times you have a card and you're trying to fit a banner in there perfectly and the shape of it may just not fit. And then look, just by clicking these different ones, it totally changes the shape of the banner, which is amazing, because basically whatever shape it is you're looking to fill, you should be able to find something between the options here, and then you can drag to adjust. And then you can really get that just how you want it to fill your space, which is awesome. So I'm super excited to have this warp feature available to more than just text now. Now let's try our warp with our little Gingy man here. This is cute to me. Look, he's like doing jumping jacks. Up, down. It changes it so many more ways than just each individual warp function, because then with the adjust, you can change it so much also. Now with the previous warp function, we wouldn't have been able to warp this text here because this is multi-layer. So before you could only do it with a single layer, but now you can go ahead and warp the multi-layer text also. So that is warping a multi-layer text. Let's play with another image here. I love gingerbread, but I thought, isn't this a cute design too, with the little Santa and the reindeer and like the snowman? I thought this was adorable. But let's go ahead and warp our image here. Oh, that's cute. And then we'll just drag and go up. And that's great. And it just curved it. Like with this warp here, I really like this one because it curves it great to if you have something above it, or you can curve it the other way where there's something below it, but it kind of makes make like a rounded shape here that would look really good under something or over something. And then you can choose this one and you could put and curve it however you like. You could warp the font to match or put something below it. Looks like they're just holding hands in a circle. And then let's look at the colored pencils here. Let's go ahead and warp these. And then you can turn them from a straight line into a curved line. Great. And then you could curve text. This would be great for a teacher or a teacher's gift. Now we're going to go ahead, let's make a sign with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and find a shape here. And I want this one actually. I'm going to take the pencils here and we're just going to flatten those, because what I'm thinking here is this part you could cut out of chipwood, basswood, balsa wood. You could use the Cricut printable vinyl for this, and depending on what your base material is, you may be able to use the printable iron-on also. And then we can just add some text here that I also warped the text. And I just decided I needed some apples on here, so we're going to throw some apples on here, because what teacher sign is complete without apples? And there we go. We have a cute little sign that we made for a teacher's. Now you can warp offset. So this is all offset here and it's all grouped together, and you can go ahead and take your warp and also warp this. So you can warp things that are grouped, offset, all of that. So basically, if it's in Design Space, you can basically warp it and play with it. And at the time of video, I did notice that if you try to duplicate something warped, it just will not duplicate. You would have to turn the warp, undo the warp, and then you are able to duplicate it. And I'm not sure if that's how it's going to be, or if there's a fix that's going to come that's going to make it so you can duplicate warp text. But if you are trying to duplicate it and you're wondering what's going on, that is why. Another thing I like to play around with the warp is with different patterns. So we're going to take this geometric pattern here, and then you can change it and just really change the look, and it gives you just something different. Now remember, if you're not Cricut Access, this feature will still show up here. You are able to play with it and see what it is, but when you go to make the project, it's not going to allow you because you're not a Cricut Access member. So that there is everything with Cricut's new multi-warp. So just go ahead and leave comments below if you've used the function. Let us know what is something that warped really well for you, that you were happy to be able to warp. Thank you, Cricut, for the added this. Anytime we get something new, a new function, it's always exciting. So thank you guys for watching me, and we hope you all have a craftastic week. And sending many, many thanks to our awesome admin team, and you guys are awesome supporters. And we will see you all next time. Bye, guys.